Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna
माता जी,
Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण
हरे
प्रभु
कृष्ण
जी।
माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम माता जी।
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranams. I welcome each and everybody to Bhagavad Gita section. Today we are going to discuss 10.8 sloka and 10.9 so that we'll have a lot of effect on it. Up till now we have discussed in the 10th sloka the essence of Bhagavad Gita. What is essence of Bhagavad Gita? Can anyone can say?
Sharan,
To go ahead, brother.
to become pure devotee of the Lord. Matparayana.
To become a pure devotee of the Lord. So without knowing a person, can we become a devotee?
No
We
Mataji.
have to know the person as well. Yeah. Up till now, we have learned in this Bhagavad Gita sections. Up till now, Krishna was saying everything. Now, Krishna was saying the most confidential knowledge also. What is that? To become a pure devotee. How we can become a pure devotee of Lord Krishna? By hearing about the glories of Krishna from the mouths of the devotee, for the mouths of the pure devotees, that is the pure Vaishnavas. A Vaishnava is a person who is very compassionate. He doesn't see your caste, creed, or sex or anything. He's just compassionate and he sees the circumstances where you are living and he gives the pure prema bhakti. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when descended from Goloka Vrindavan to this material world, 500 years back, he had not seen any time, anyone, because we are not even eligible to take the name of holy name. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is such a mercy, with his such a mercy, he has given us this Sankirtana movement or the Japa Yajna, what we can do and we can go back to Godhead. See, actually, we don't have any type of mercy to speak about the Lord. But God is very merciful that He gives us ability. Who is giving us the ability to speak? God is giving us from within. If we don't have the ability also, we are speaking. So who is giving? Who is ultimate source? Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna is the Sarva Karana Karanam. Okay. What is the cause? What is the if something is going to happen in your life, there will be some cause, no? Because of your previous actions or because of your circumstances, because of your friends and relatives, or in the office with your colleagues and everything. So if something is going to happen, we'll be having three causes. We'll be having the causes, no? That is immediate cause, remote cause. What is the immediate cause? Who has done it immediately? So we'll be noting some of the person. When we think about the cause, then we'll be getting what is the remote cause of it. We after thinking for a while, we may immediately switch to immediate cause. What is the reason behind this? Again, after thinking reversely, that is after contemplating on that situation, then you will be knowing the remote cause. By knowing the immediate and remote cause, how you will be getting towards the ultimate cause of that situation. In this way, if we are going to know a person completely, then we'll be having a relationship with that person and we'll be having very desperation to meet the person. Because at that time, for example, Rukmini Devi was staying away from Krishna. Krishna was staying in Madura and Rukmini was it in Rukmina. So at that time also, Rukmini was hearing everything about Krishna from the Brahmanas who have visited their palace. These Brahmanas are the devotees of the Lord. So, and Krishna likes the most the Brahmanas and the cows. He gives lot of importance to Brahmanas and cows. No, Krishna has rendered different types of cows. See, in different types of cows only, some cows are there, no? If the owner is going to touch the cow knows that if the person, if the take care of the cow is sick, the cow will on the next day it goes to some medicinal plants and it eats that medicinal plants and later on from the next day it will eat the same food so that his master becomes healthy by drinking its milk. See, such the touch of a cow is there. So in that way, different cows. We are having nearly at the time when Krishna was on this earth, the cows were of nearly 108 types. But now rarely we can have only 9 to 10 types of cows. That too giri cow, which is very useful for us, so that by drinking the milk of that giri cow, all the brain tissues are going to develop and your intelligence and your memory is also going to be developed. So by taking that time, and the Brahmanas are the intelligent class people. Intelligent class people, they are always in the rituals of studying Vedas, and they are going to give lot of knowledge to the public. So these two classes, the Brahmanas and the cows, are very dear to Krishna. So we must be, whenever we get a service to serve a Brahmana, or whenever we get a service to serve a cow, we have to take our pleasure to do that, because by doing that service, Krishna will be very pleaseful. Yeah. Up till now, we know that without knowing Krishna, we can't know the who is the source. So when we once know the person of Krishna, we know his attribute, his opulences. So after knowing his opulences, what we are going to get, all the sins of our heart are also going to diminish. And in this way, Krishna was saying, without knowing me is one cause. Knowing me and knowing me with pure devotion is the second cause. So now how a pure devotee will be? Will be connected to Krishna. What are the symptoms of the pure devotee? We are going to take it today. Murli Prabhu, can you share 10.8 sloka?
Okay, Mata.
Yeah, can anyone of you go ahead?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Uh-huh.
68.
Aham.
अहं सर्वस्य प्रभुः मत्तः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुधा भावा समन्विताः.
Mani Prabhu,
Yes, Mataji.
go ahead,
Agam
Prabhu.
sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartayate iti matva bhajante mam bada bhava
Buddha Bhava,
buddha bhava
Samanvitaha.
samanvitahe.
Hare
I
Krishna.
will say, you repeat again, Prabhu. Mani Prabhu. Aham
Yes,
Sarvasva Prabhavo.
agam
Aham sarvasya
sarvasya
prabhavo.
prabhavo
Aham
agam sarvasya prabhavo
Prabhavo. Matta Sarvam Pravartate.
mata sarvam pravartate
Idmatva Bhajante Mam.
yatmadva bhajante
Seva.
mam
Buddha Bhava Samanvitaha.
Buddha bhava
buddha
saman.
bhava samanvitaha.
Hare
Murli Prabhu,
Krishna.
go on, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Text 8. Aham sarvasva prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Hare Krishna.
The synonyms, Murli Prabhu.
Synonyms. Aham, I. Sarvasya, of all. Prabhavaha, the source of generation. Mattaha, from me. Sarvam, everything. Pravartate, emanates. Iti, thus. Matva, knowing. Bhajante, become devoted. Mam, unto me. Udaha, the land. Bhava samanvitaha, with great attention. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, read the translation.
I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
So up till now we have seen that how Krishna is the origin of all. Means he is Sarva Karana Karanam. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadirade Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the origin of all. Means he is the source of all the spiritual and material worlds. See, if you take it as one whole, If one portion of if you are taking the material world and the spiritual world as complete one circle, in that circle you can find the spiritual world as 3/4, and 1/4 is a material world. So everything is created by Krishna, if it is spiritual or material. So he is the source of everything. And what he says in the next sloka, everything emanates from me. Everything is all the creations. He is Sarvakarana Karana means he is the person who has given. See, from Krishna they came Balram, Chaturvyuha, again Narayana came from Narayana, all the three Vishnus. Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, Ishnu, Kshirodbhak Sai Vishnu, all the three Vishnus came, and from the three Vishnus, from the Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, again from the lotus, from the navel of Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, the Brahma came, and the creation starts. So, who is the main responsibility of this creation? Lord Krishna is only. So, everything what is emanating in this material and spiritual worlds, everything is from Krishna itself. And iti matva bhajante ma. Who knows this perfectly? Who will know this perfectly? Who will be very intelligent? They can know. Okay. Means bhajate ma. Who will do his devotional service? Who are very intelligent? Who knows them perfectly, this knowledge? They will do devotional service to Lord Krishna. And here we have to know that from this sloka, Krishna is the source of everything. Sarva Karana Karanam. For example, if you are going to, these four slokas, 10.8 to 10.9, they are called essence of Gita or the Mount Everest of Gita. And they are also called as essence of Gita because here Krishna says he is the source of everything. And in the next sloka, he says about the symptoms of the pure devotees. Who will know this? Krishna is the source of everything. Only pure devotees can know. So these four slokas, which are called the Chatursloki Bhagavatam, in this, what is the main essence? We can know the nature of bhakti. What is bhakti? To realize that Krishna is everything and Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. This is bhakti. And bhaktya. Bhaktya means the devotee of Krishna. Who knows this knowledge? The devotee of Krishna. So he is engaging in devotional service. So the three triangle, Bhakti, Bhakta and Bhagavan. These three are the nature of Bhakti. So who knows this essence? They are pure devotees of the Lord. So the nature essence is Bhakti, Bhaktya and Bhagavan. The main triangle is this one. So from this, we are going to know Krishna is the origin. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Now we have seen this. I have told you the immediate cause, remote cause, and the ultimate cause. When you see, if somebody has offered me a cup of milk, that quality of milk is very superb. Then I will ask him from where you have got this milk. So the dialogue from the other person will be, it is from my dairy. So which dairy? So then he will say about what be which dairy, the name of the dairy, and afterwards which cows are raised. In that, if we say that giri cows, means I'm saying about the best of the cows is giri cows, A2 cows. So in that, who are feeding that A2 cows? They are fed by only the grass. So how will the grass come? It comes from the rainfall. How this rainfall is going to come? It is coming from the clouds. How the clouds are getting? By the evaporation of water from the ocean, by sun. So who is the ultimate cause here?
God, Krishna, Sun.
Yeah, sun is the ultimate cause. You got the scenario of this, no? Everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
Mani Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Mani Prabhu, you got this, no?
Yes,
Immediate
yes,
cause, remote cause, ultimate cause. 3 causes.
yes, Mataji.
Something's example you can immediately know. So if sun is there, so nowadays what we are doing, every time we used to depend on this thermal power or the electricity that's to be generated. But nowadays what we are doing, because God has created this sun, no? Because when you are going to charge your battery for one night, in night, it may work only up till few hours. After few hours, the charging of the mobile battery will be over. But sun is not like that, no? Anybody is charging the sun?
No, Mother.
Ani Prabhu, anybody is charging the sun?
No, Mataji, no.
Because he's the Chakshu of the Lord. He's the hottest eye of the Lord. In Brahma Samhita, the Brahma says, the two eyes of the Lord are, one is the sun and one is the moon. The sun is the hottest and the moon is the coldest eye. So in this way, the sun is giving lot of energy, which is unlimited. But when you are charging a battery, it is limited. So, and we are not paying anything for the sun, no? We are receiving it directly because it is given by nature. And nowadays, everybody are moving for the solar energy. So that the solar power, and they are using everything solar, no? So this way also you can connect it with the modern situation, the cause, the ultimate cause, and the cause, the remote cause, and the ultimate cause. So now you know the three differences. So in this way, if you are going to see that everything is emanating means all the species who the Brahma has created, and the power of creation is given by the Lord Himself to Brahma for secondary creation. And only my devotees, those who know this, all these emanations are everything. This is the Sarva Karana Karanam is Krishna. Then only he will do his, the wise people only can do the devotional service. Okay. How this is proved? This is also proved. This is also proved in different verses. See, what we have to understand, how we can understand this truth about Krishna is by hearing. What is the main source we have to get? By hearing.
Yes, Mataji, Shravanam.
By hearing from Shastras through bona fide authorities. We need to have a bona fide parampara and the bona fide acharya so that the knowledge that is given by Krishna, we can receive it the same way. So now, who is a person, a learned scholar who has studied Vedas perfectly can understand this knowledge. And in our parampara, who is the most famous person? Lord Chaitanya. He has given his whole mercy without seeing the circumstances, without seeing the birth, card, and grit. He had given his mercy to all the members to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And one who knows that Krishna is the Sarva Karana Karanam, and one who can apply these teachings, that is a wise man. Who is going to apply this teaching? Pure devotee is going to apply it every time, no? A pure devotee is a person, he is very compassionate. He is very compassionate and he surrenders everything. What, by knowing this, what is happening? One surrenders and engages in the devotional service and worships Krishna with all his heart. Why we have to worship Krishna? Because he is Sarva Karana Karanam. Because we understand that he is the supreme proprietor, he is the supreme person, he is the supreme controller, he is the supreme maintainer, he is the supreme protector. So all are given because we are entrapped in this material body. We may be thinking that only our family members, only the society, we are going to share and we want to be the top of that. But actually, we are not this body. We are the souls, but we are entrapped in this body. So the soul is the part and parcel of Krishna. So we are also having the same qualities of Krishna. So when we hear about Krishna, the soul will realize it. It really shows the essence of Krishna because it is a part and part of Krishna. By hearing about Krishna Kada, by hearing from the bona fide Sampradaya, your devotional service also advances. And why here Krishna is saying this is the practical application, what Krishna is saying now. Because here Krishna summarizes about his opulences, the result of knowing, truly knowing his opulences, one becomes a pure devotee of Krishna. What he has studied in the translation, the same thing. See, I am the source of all the spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me and operates due to me. Thus, who know this engage my service. Such wise people lovingly worship me with their hearts. This is the translation which I just modified little bit. So here Lord Krishna is the source of everything. Those who understand this become his devotee and enjoys fixing their mind and heart in them. The Lord gives them the knowledge to come to him. So actually anybody is happy all the year.
No, Mataji.
Impossible,
Even
Mataji. Impossible.
even one day also, no, all things will come.
Impossible, Mataji.
It's only a flickering. See how the lamp will be flickering when the wind is very high. The lamp will be flickering low. That will be our happiness. But when you are in the association of devotees, hearing Krishna Kada, you will be happy. You'll forget all the unhappy things. You'll forget everything. But you'll be happy in that stage. This is the boon. See, happiness means every time hearing about Krishna, every time thinking about Krishna, because our soul is united with Krishna. So whenever we hear about Krishna, we feel such a relaxation. Whenever, if you don't see this also, whenever you go to temple, no, at some point of time, everybody have entered the temple. At that point, you find some mental peace. Yes or no?
100% Mataji.
Yeah, everybody will be having that peace. When I come to temple, I'll be very peaceful and my heart is full of joy and joy. And I'll be in ecstasy with the Lord. Yeah, many of the devotees say this. Why? Because they find happiness when their soul is united with the Lord. Because we are entrapped in this material body, but whatever we are doing, that is our prescribed duty. We have to do. We can't change it. But when we are linked, when we are hearing Krishna Kada, when you are thinking of Krishna, when you are hearing of Krishna, at that time, what will happen? No? All your unhappiness will be released. So you'll be happy at that time. And by hearing this Krishna Kada, later on also, your unhappiness will be reduced to a minimum extent so that you can take that. See, if everybody is saying, if everybody wants to be good, if somebody is not criticizing you, you can't be in that stage. So you need some critics also, no, at that point. So God gives little by little impediments so that you will be strong in your devotional service. And if Lord is pleased by his devotees, he give lot of benedictions. But lot of benedictions also, so you can't even grab them. You can grab one or two, but you can't grab all of them. In Hindi, there is one saying that जब भी भगवान देता है चप्पड़ फाड़ के देता है. He gives unlimitedly. If God wants to take you, he will also take it. That is also one type of blessing. Whatever may be the position, you must be having the faith, full faith in Krishna, and you must be loving him with great devotion, great faith and love and devotion to the Lord, so that he every time we have to remember, because we are unconscious. Because whenever we are connected to Maya, if we are not connected to Krishna, we are connected to Maya. Maya is nothing but the external energy of the Lord. But it will be saying that, no, you stay in this material world only. You take the cycle of birth and death again and again, and you be here only. You become in next life gladness. So whatever the desires are there, that are due to your influence of the modes of nature. But here to become, when one surrenders to the Lord, knowing that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, knowing Krishna's opulences and says everything, then he becomes a wise, intelligent man with perfect knowledge of Krishna. He becomes a pure devotee. This is the main essence of 10.8. Murli Prabhu, can you please read the purport of this sloka, 10.8, so that it will be clear? And these are the 10.8 to 10.11 slokas. Everybody has to memorize it. And in the morning prayers, if you are going to recite these slokas, it will be very beneficial for each and everybody.
Hare Krishna, 10.8 purport. A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya and who knows how to apply these teachings can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. All Vedic literature agrees that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva, and all other demigods. In the Atharva Veda, Gopala Tapani Upanishad 1.24, it is said, Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam, Yo Vai Vedams Cha Gapayati Sma Krishna. It was Krishna who in the beginning instructed Brahma in Vedic knowledge and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. Then again, the Narayana Upanishad 1 says, Ata Purusho ho vai Narayano Kamayata Prajaha Srujayati. Then the Supreme Personality Narayana desired to create living entities. The Upanishad continues, Narayanat Brahma Jayate, Narayanat Prajapati Prajayate, Narayanat Indro Brahma is Indro,
Indro Jayate,
Indro Jayate,
Narayanad Astro Vaso Jayate. Narayanad Ekadasa
Narayana
Rudra
Jayate,
Jayate,
Narayanat Prajapati
Nagarad.
Prajayate, Narayanat Indro Jayate, Narayanat Asto Vasavo Jayate, Narayanat Ekadasha Rudra Jayate, Narayanat Dvadadashatayataha. From Narayana, Brahma is born, and from Narayana, the patriarchs are also born.
Prachaitas, not Prachaitas,
Prachayitas are also born.
not wrong.
From Narayana, Indra is born. From Narayana, the 8 Vasus are born. From Narayana, the 11 Rudras are born. From Narayana, the 12 Adityas are born. This Narayana is an expansion of Krishna. It is said in the same Vedas, Brahmanyo Devaki Putraha, the son of Devaki, Krishna is the Supreme Personality. Narayana Upanishad 4, then it is stated, Yoko vai Narayana asinna Brahma Neshano Napho Nagni Somo Nemetya Aprutvina Nashatrani Na Suryaha. In the beginning of the creation, there was only the Supreme Personality of Narayana. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no water, no fire, no moon, no heaven and earth, no stars in the sky, no sun. Maha Upanishad 1.2. In the Maha Upanishad, it is also said that Lord Shiva was born from the forehead of the Supreme Lord. Thus, the Vedas says that it is the Supreme Lord, the creator of Brahma and Shiva, who is to be worshipped. In the Moksha Dharma section of the Mahabharata, Krishna also says, Prajapatim cha rudram chapi aham yeva srujami vai tau hi mam na vijanito mama maya vimohito. The
Prachaitas.
Prachayitas, Shiva and others are created by me, though they do not know that they are created by me because they are deluded by my illusory energy. In the Varaha Purana, it is also said, Narayana Paro Devas Tasmad Jataha Chaturmukhaha Tasmad Rudro Bhavad Devaha Sa Cha Sarva Jnatam Gataha. Narayana is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and from him Brahma was born, from whom Shiva was born. Lord Krishna is the source of all generations, and he is called the most efficient cause of everything. He says, because everything is born of me. I am the original source of all. Everything is under me. No one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. One who understands Krishna in such a way from a bona fide spiritual master with references from Vedic literature engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness and becomes a truly learned man. In comparison to him, all others who do not know Krishna properly are but fools. Only a fool would consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. A Krishna conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. He should avoid all unauthorized commentaries and interpretations on Bhagavad Gita and proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination and firmness. Hare Krishna Mata.
Hare Krishna. Stop the screen, Prabhuji. Here, everything, why we have to read the purport of Prabhupada here, no? Because we have to know different. This is said by the different bona fide acharyas who have written different Upanishads. Upanishads, everything are given by Lord Krishna himself, no? In that Upanishads also, so we are going to say that Krishna is the original source of everything. He is the Sarva Karana Karana. And knowing this, knowing the result that Krishna is the Sarva Karana Karanam, one surrenders, engages in devotional service, and one worship Krishna with their heart is a complete person. Who is that complete person? A pure devotee. We can know that only by hearing from the Shastras through bona fide authorities. What are the four bona fide? Rudra Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Brahma Madhav Sampradaya, and Kumara Sampradaya. The four are the main bona fide Sampradayas where we can learn this knowledge. What is the knowledge we are learning? That Krishna is the source of everything. But some people are there, no, because everybody is not having the same level of intelligence. Some people think that Krishna is an ordinary human being. He is not the supreme personality. Then what are they called? They are called Mudas, or the fools. We have learned this in chapter 7. The ones who say these nonsense commentaries, they are called fools. And here we have given for 10.8 sloka, we have given we are having lot of references from Gopal Tadmrishi Upanishad, Narayana Upanishad, Maha Upanishad, Moksha Dharma, and Varaha Purana Upanishad also. Everything here. Narayana is the supreme personality of Godhead, from whom all the creation from Brahma had started. So all this also we have learned this in 7th chapter only, how the three Vishnus are there. Three Vishnus are the main creation, three powers, and how the secondary creation from Brahma has started. So what is this? Then what are the recommendations what we are going to take from this? We must become, we have to avoid this because Gita has written by different commentaries. Other than the commentaries of these four sampradayas, other commentaries must be neglected. But who studies the other commentaries, they are called the fools. So how we should be? We should be having firm determination in Krishna consciousness, and we should know that Krishna is the source of everything. Let it be the material or spiritual world, let it be any type of emanations. See, we'll have that. If we see, if we see a person, Krishna is such a whole. And Krishna is having lot of quantity. Krishna may be divided into different types of incarnations also. Krishna is called Purna. Means he is a full. He may be the incarnation, but all the qualities, everything in will be whole. Means the complete person. So all the Vishnu Tattvas, we have to follow all the Vishnu Tattvas to go back to Godhead. And so how we have to be? Now we know that with knowing that Krishna is the source of everything, we think and the realized knowledge, we can become a pure devotee. So what will be the symptoms of the pure devotee? What he will be doing? How he will be acting in Krishna consciousness? How to act in Krishna conscious way? This we are going to read in 10.9 sloka. Hare Krishna Prabhu, can you share 10.9 sloka?
Krishna, 10.9.
Machidmatkana prana bodhayanta parasparam kadayantaschumam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Ramesh Prabhu, go ahead.
Machchitta madgada prana bodhayanta parasparam katayanta cha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha.
Hare Krishna. Machchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayanta cha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Hare Krishna.
Ani Prabhu, I'll say you repeat it.
Yes, Mataji. Matsita, Matkada, Prana, Bodhayanta,
Machidmatkada prana. Just repeat after me.
Matsita, Matkata, Prana,
Bodhayantas anta parasparam
Bodhayanta, Paraspanam,
kadayantaschumam nityam
Kadayantas, Samam, Yuddham,
tushyanti cha ramanti cha.
Tushyanti cha, Ramanti cha.
Ramesh Prabhu, go ahead with the synonyms.
Hare Krishna, synonyms. Machchitta, their minds fully engaged in me. Madgata prana, their lives devoted to me. Bodhayantaha, preaching. Parasparam, among themselves. Kathayanta, talking. Cha, also. Mam, about me. Nityam, perpetually. Tushyanti, become pleased. Cha, also. Ramanti, enjoy transcendental bliss. Cha, also. Hare Krishna.
Ani Prabhu, translation.
Translation. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. Purport also, Mataji.
No, Prabhu, enough time. Hare Krishna. See, now now Krishna is explaining the symptoms of a pure devotee. Up till now, we know that who knows Krishna as the source of everything and who engages in his devotional service to become a devotee. So, how are the symptoms? How we can know that he is a devotee? Because a devotee's life and soul is Krishna. Whatever he speaks, whatever he hears, anything he wants to hear, only Krishna Kada. Anyway, how will be the thoughts of that person? The thoughts of that devotee will be every time it will be dwelling in Krishna. Dwelling in Krishna, remembering Krishna to Smaranam, remembering him due to Kirtanam, and praising him, glorifying Krishna. And how will be the pure devotee's life? His life is fully devoted to Krishna's service. However, he acts. See, normally in giving classes of Bhagavad Gita at the Bhagavatam, occasionally if there are 100 students or like that also, this will be going on. But also when they come, when the pure devotees are engaged in to one conversation also, they'll be every time speaking about Krishna only. They doesn't speak about anything other than, because in this material world there are thousands of discussions other than Krishna, but they are waste. But the pure devotee knows that no, only the life and soul of the pure devotee is Krishna himself, to serve Krishna with all his ability. So he'll be always thinking of that. And if it is one-to-one conversation also, he'll be taking lot of pressure, lot of realizations and lot of realization from each other. They'll be having one-to-one conversation. And if in that conversation, if it is a personal conversation also, he'll be adding Krishna. No, in that Bhagavatam, Krishna has said like this. So there Krishna has said like this. So this I'm saying. So if it is a personal conversation, if it is a group conversation, every time the pure devotee, how we can know? Every time he speaks about Krishna. So there are two stages of devotional service. One is the mature stage, and one is the preliminary. Preliminary means the starting stage of devotional, when he starts to enjoy this transcendental pleasure from serving the God. And mature state is he realizes the highest perfection and which he can see. He may be from this world only, but he can see the activities of the Lord and he can be very happy with that. He can be very happy and he can see all the activities, different activities of the Lord, because in his heart, the Lord is situated and Lord is doing all the activities. So he's going to see that and he is going to release himself. So what are the two stages? Preliminary and the mature stage. Preliminary is the starting stage to realize the transcendental service, not the transcendental pleasure. Mature stage, that is, God is already situated in his heart and the activities are running. So he can relate to the heart soul or the highest perfection stage, you can say. So here also, because we are also a devotees, we are connected to this parampara, we got the seed. We got the seed of devotional service. What is that seed we are got? Seed. The seed is devotional service. How it is sown? It is sown by when you are fortunate of Mahat Kripa, Mahat Seva, and by the mercy of Lord Krishna, you are going to get the seed. When you have met some Vaishnavas or when you have an devotee association, or from your heart, the Krishna as a Chaitya Guru inspires you, that time, by the mercy of Krishna, you're going to get the seed of devotional service. By this seed, how you're going to get? If you are having faith in Krishna, the little faith in Krishna and little bit association, that is Mahat Seva. Mahat Seva or Mahat Kripa. Mahat Seva means serving the Vaishnavas knowingly or unknowingly. Mahat Kripa will get Ajnana Sukruti. If you have eaten the prasadam of the Lord, of Lord Krishna, unknowingly and unknowingly you have taken the prasadam, that kripa has also followed you, no? That is Mahat Kripa. The mercy of Krishna, you are going to get the seed of devotional service. It is called Bhakti Lata Beach. Bhakti Lata Beach means you have to get the association of Mahat Kripa, Mahat Seva, or the mercy of Krishna, you are going to get that Bhakti Lata Beach. Guru Krishna Kripa Paye Bhakti Lata Beach. So this, after getting this seed, then you practice this devotional service. How we are going to practice this devotional service? Because if you have sown a seed in the mud without watering, the seed can't sprout up now. It will be the seed like that only, or it will fade off. But if you are going to water the seed, what is the watering of that seed? Chanting and hearing of Krishna Katha daily. Then this seed will fructify and grow. It penetrates into the mud, no? It penetrates into the mud and it grows. So when you are chanting and hearing, it is that your seed, the Bhakti Lata Beej, what you have got in your heart, it's growing. So continuously you have to water that. So what we have to do, we have to continue our chanting, because 99% of we may hear a lot of Krishna Katha, and we may know the glories of the Lord, but when you are saying the holy name with your mouth, Krishna will be dancing on your tongue. Because the name and see, Krishna may not be merciful, but the Nam Prabhu is very merciful. He immediately relieves all your sins also. All the sins, or if you are doing in a Nama, if you are doing the chanting in Namaparad state also, we have to continue the chanting. So by doing like this, we are just watering the seed of our bhakti. So it penetrates to the soil and it has to reach where it has to reach. It has to go up to the Krishna Loka so that we can go back to Godland. So what is the final destination of that Bhakti Lata Beach? See, intermediate is the Brahma Jyoti, means coming out of this material. This Bhakti Lata Beach must come out of this Brahma Jyoti, means effluence of the Lord, and it has to penetrate to Vaikuntha Lokas and it has to reach to Goloka Vrindavan. So ultimate goal is the Goloka Vrindavan. This Bhakti Lata say. So we can, our soul can reach, go back to Godhead. Head. So in this way, the highest planet we have to take. So how we have to, what we have to do? We have to surrender everything as the pure devotees. So normally by watering a seed, you may get the fruits and flowers. If one is fully absorbed in the love of, or in the bhava bhakti or the prema bhakti of the Lord, for one moment also he cannot leave the Lord. Each and every moment is connected to Krishna. Yat karoshi yat jishnasi. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you do austerities, everything you have to serve me. Everything must be as a serving to Lord Krishna or offered to Lord Krishna. So everything, this pure devotee is doing everything like that only. He cannot stay even for a moment without the Lord. Means all the transcendental qualities, he is very much connected to the Lord in such a way. See, this is the Ananya Bhakti. The symptom is he's always. And from all this, if he's going to hear from all the devotees, see, if for example, if you're taking a fish is there, if a fish is in water, it will be very happy. If you're going to remove the fish from the water, if you're going to keep on the land, the fish dies immediately, no? The same way, these pure devotees are such things, they are very attached to the name, fame, and hearing the glories of the names of the Lord. So every time they will be, their hearts, their mind, everything will be running about Krishna. That is the smarana of Krishna. And how it will be both understood, because if two people are conversing also, they will be having Tushanti and Ramanchita. Means they'll be relishing with ecstasy about the Krishnas, like about the pastimes of Krishnas, everything like that. And how will these two devotees discuss? What is that? The nectarian they will discuss. The nectarian topics are there from Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita. These three are the main topics what the devotees like to discuss. In this, the transcendental, because Bhagavad Gita is very transcendental, it is essence of all the Vedas. Because here Lord Krishna is speaking to Arjuna, everything. So all the confidential knowledge about everything about Krishna, so all open senses, everything to know. So this is one of the nectarian and the relationship between Lord and his devotees. Bhagavatam also says about the Lord and his devotees. Chaitanya Charitamrita about the Lord and his devotees. And what are the standards of all these books? They are free from dharma, artha, kama, moksha. These are the four things that are there in material world. But in spiritual world, only the devotional service, only love and devotional are there only in the spiritual one. So what is the standard of this Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita and Chaitanya Chanda? They are free from all the four. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Sarva Dharman Pratyadhyam, Mamekam Charanam Vaja, Aham Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Ishyami Masuchaha. Just surrender to me, I will take care of you. Krishna is giving the promise. So all these realized souls, no, they take lot of pressure in their literatures. See, if a young boy is there, and there he fell in love with a young girl. So every time, his mind will be, every time recollecting about the girl's features and thinking of the girl and their association. The same way for a devotee also, we must be like that. God is our lover and we must be the belover of of it. So we must be every time thinking of Krishna so that Krishna also reciprocates with us. We must be speaking to Krishna. This is our problem. Kindly help me to give the solution. Krishna reciprocates from within you as Chaitya Guru or within out. You can see the example of the representative of Krishna as your bona fide acharyas or guru, so that he gives the answer to his representatives. See, every time Krishna is there, in whatever way we can sing. But the pure devotees, every time they will be in Machit Matkana Prana, every time they'll be doing Smarana, both the enters. Means every time they will be in conversation and they will be releasing their mind. These are the symptoms of the pure devotee. Now we'll read the purport of 10.9. Hare Krishna, Murli Prabhu, share the screen.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead, Prabhuji.
Purport: pure devotees whose characteristics are mentioned here engage themselves fully in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Their minds cannot be diverted from the lotus feet of Krishna. Their talks are solely on the transcendental subjects. The symptoms of the pure devotees are described in this verse specifically. Devotees of the Supreme Lord are 24 hours daily engaged in glorifying the qualities and pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Their hearts and souls are constantly submerged in Krishna, and they take pleasure in discussing him with other devotees. In the preliminary stage of devotional service, they release the transcendental pleasure from the service itself. And in the mature stage, they are actually situated in love of God. Once situated in the transcendental position, they can release the highest perfection which is exhibited by the Lord in his abode. Lord Chaitanya likens transcendental devotional service to the sowing of a seed in the heart of the living entity. There are innumerable living entities traveling throughout the different planets of the universe, and out of them, there are a few who are fortunate enough to meet a pure devotee and get the chance to understand devotional service. This devotional service is just like a seed, and if it is shown in the heart of living entity, and if he goes on hearing and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, that seed fructifies, just as the seed of a tree fructifies with regular watering. The spiritual plant of devotional service gradually grows and grows until it penetrates the covering of the material universe and enters into the Brahmar Jyotir effulgence in the spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky, also, that plant grows more and more until it reaches the highest planet, which is called Goloka Vrindavana, the supreme planet of Krishna. Ultimately, the plant takes shelter under the lotus feet of Krishna and rests there. Gradually, as a plant grows fruits and flowers, that plant of devotional service also produces fruits, and the watering process in the form of chanting and hearing goes on. The plant of devotional service is fully described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyalila chapter 19. It is explained there that when the complete plant takes shelter under the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, one becomes fully absorbed in love of God, then he cannot live even for a moment without being in contact with the Supreme Lord, just as a fish cannot live without water. In such a state, the devotee actually attains the transcendental qualities in contact with the Supreme Lord. The Srimad Bhagavatam is also full of such narrations about the relationship between the Supreme Lord and his devotees. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam is a very dear to the devotees as stated in Bhagavatam itself. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Yad Vaishnavanam Priyam. In this narration, there is nothing about material activities, economic development, sense gratification, or liberation. Srimad Bhagavatam is the only narration in which the transcendental nature of the Supreme Lord and his devotees is fully described. Thus, the realized souls in Krishna consciousness take continual pleasure in hearing such transcendental literatures, just as a young boy and a girl take pleasure in association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Is it clear, Prabhuji, this? 10.9 sloka?
Yes, Mataji. Whatever you said, same here again, Mataji. That word. Yes, Mataji. 10.9 sloka. Yes, Mataji. 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 Yes,
No, it's clear, no? Because I had
Clearly.
given all the explanations, and later on
Yes,
I
Mataji.
told you to read the purport so that
Yes,
you
Mataji.
can combine both the things, and you'll be getting the second type of reading also.
Yes, Mataji. Correct. Yes.
So these two are very important because we know that Krishna is the source of everything. And what are the symptoms of the pure devotee? See, now pure devotees are, there are many devotees and there are many examples from Srimad Bhagavatam. See, in one case, when Dhruva Maharaj was there, no, Dhruva Maharaj, I have said this already, the story of Dhruva Maharaj, no? When the Lord Hare came after pleasing with the meditation of Dhruva Maharaj, when Lord asked the Dhruva Maharaj to ask for any boons, what Dhruva asked, no? He told, I want to live in the association of your devotees. See, such a small boy, but after having the touch of the corn of the Lord Hari, he got all the knowledge explanation. No, he had said all the lots of prayers. After saying all the prayers also, at that time when Lord said, whatever you want, you ask me. But Lord had given all the things what he was aspiring from Dhruvaloka for 36,000 of years. He has to rule everything. But what that Dhruva asked lastly, he asked that I have asked you, because after seeing the Lord face to face, all his what are the ignorance he was having, no, to rule the world, to rule this material world for many, many thousands of years, more than his grandfather, they were all eradicated. And what Dhruva was asking, he was asking that I want to stay in the association of devotees so that I can hear lots and lots of glories of you, of lordship, so that he can release that ecstasy, and he can eventually go back to Godhead. See, such a small boy, after doing everything, after his ignorance is removed by the Lord, he wanted that. And this Dhruva Maharaj was repenting after the Lord gave all the benediction. Lord went back to his own planet and Dhruva was returning. No, at that time Dhruva Maharaj was feeling very most because he thought that bhakti is the diamond man. It is just like a diamond which I have to ask. But due to my ignorance, what I have asked the kingdom which is bigger than my grandfather. So at that time, Dhruv Maharaj was saying that I have asked only the glass pieces. These are the broken glass pieces. No, this material world, everything. This is not the permanent one. This is temporary one. It will be manifesting and unmanifesting. But what he wanted actually, he wanted a greater kingdom, so he asked. But the God knowing everything, he has also given the boon that he'll be in the association of devotees. That is the one. Because in the association of devotees, we can hear a lot of Krishna Kada. How we can hear? It's not for, see, the pure devotees, they are not going to say it for once a year, or only for a few weeks of a year. They're going to dive into that Krishna Kada 24 by 7. 24 hours they are going to drive in that, and they are going to release us. Tushanti cha ramanti cha. Kadantasya mam nityam. Every time, every minute they are going to do this. Same way Dhruv Maharaj. And the same way in Bhagavatam, we are going to have one more example. Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj and Prutu Maharaj, they were asking when there was a discourse of Bhagavatam by Sukadev Goswami, me to Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj was saying that I'm having only 2 years to hear. If I get an opportunity, I'll ask the Lord to give me millions of years so that I can hear and I can realize that ecstasy. That is the Mahajana. And Prutu Maharaj was there. He was also asking for the devotee association and many, many years. Because the glories of the Lord are such that if Ananta Shesha means the snake, the snake god who is holding this Bhuloka, the snake god with his thousands of mouths also, he is glorifying the Lord. But up till now, nobody has glorified Lord Krishna completely. Even he is glorifying in day and day also. Glorification doesn't come to an end because that is unlimited glories are there. So unlimited glories. So if you are going to release one subject today, next subject you are going to release tomorrow. So these pure devotees, such a pure devotee, they realize everything. How? Kadayantasya mam nicham. Every minute they are going to release with that. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. They are going to release all the pastimes of the Lord with their mind. Machit madgada prana. Smaranam. They are thinking of the Lord. They are doing everything for the Lord. They are serving the Lord. They are speaking. If they are doing the private conversation, if they are doing the group conversation, or if they are giving classes, if they are preaching, everything, what they are doing, they are always thinking about the Lord. They can't even leave one moment without the Lord because they are carrying the Lord in their hearts every time. See, one more is Kunti Maharani is there. No, Kunti Maharani also says that hearing about Krishna, reading about Krishna, everything, speaking about Krishna, these are the qualities of pure devotees. Without that, we can't survive. So there are many, many people who will be glorifying. There are many examples from Srimad Bhagavatam in Bhagavad Gita, different personalities. It is no. Even even Ramchandra was glorifying Rameshwaram. There, Rameshwaram is Lord Shiva only. Lord Shiva is glorifying Lord Ram, and Lord Ram is glorifying Lord Shiva. See, the same way, a devotee of the Lord glorifies the Lord, and the Lord glorifies his devotee. So every time the devotee will be every time he will be engaged in the service of the Lord. These are the symptoms of the pure devotee. Why we are reading this? Because we also have to inculcate that qualities of a pure devotee. And for that, what we have to do? We have to do our sadhana. What is the sadhana? What we have to do? We have to chant our rounds. The minimum is 16. So every day you have to chant more than 16. That is 17 rounds. Every day you have to chant 17 rounds of Maha Mantra. Every day you have to hear this Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, or you can recite because nowadays we are in such a busy world that we don't get much time. We think that working hard like asses and asses asses and to maintain our family life and everything, we need lot of money, so we are not using our time properly. So, what is the proper utilization? By chanting, you are engaging in Krishna, you are doing service to Krishna. If you can do bare services, what Krishna has said, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, and you can do little bit by learning one Bhagavad Gita sloka and reciting that Bhagavad Gita sloka in the presence of the portrait of the Lord or the painting of the Lord or the phrase in whichever form you are going to worship the Lord Radha Krishna. In that form, if you are going to say one of the sloka of Bhagavad Gita, it is giving you the immense pleasure what you are going to do. If you are going to start your day by saying Hare Krishna and you are going to start your day, you will be tension free while doing your japa, your consciousness of hearing and chanting. If you can't do that, just see that you are saying it to your proper guru, or if you feel that you are saying to your dear ones, because they need to be purified. By doing our chanting, we are purifying our black holes of the heart, and we are coming near to Krishna. So this, why we have to know this? Krishna is the source of everything. Krishna is the Sarva Karana Karam. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vikra Anadirade Govinda Sarva Karana Karam. There is no other happiness. If there is any happiness other than Krishna, it is everything is Maya. That Maya, you may get the happiness for a moment and it will fade off within the next moment. But in Krishna consciousness, everything is related to Krishna. So you have to make Krishna as a center. Whatever may be your circumstances, whatever may be your prescribed duties, you do according to the service of Krishna. Ignati karma no netra. So whatever you do little bit. Swalpampyasya dharmasya. If you do little bit service to Krishna, Krishna will be pleased. And whatever the difficulties you are having, the range of difficulties may be reduced. The difficulty will be there, but the range, the intensity will be reduced to little extent, so that you can freely move out of that difficulty. So this is what Krishna is teaching us. So next, Krishna will be teaching us in 10.10 and 11 how to do difference. What Krishna will give, because as a pure devotee, Krishna will give you the intelligence, and Krishna will destroy your ignorance. Because now you are a pure devotee, Krishna gives you all the intelligence how to purify your heart and how all the ignorance will be vanished in the other two slokas that I'll be taking the next class. Hare Krishna, is it clear for each and every one of you today class?
Yes, Mataji.
And if possible, kindly practice these two slokas so that you can by heart them and you can every day chant it when you are doing your prayers. Because these are called the Chatursloki ki Gita. Chatursloki Gita means the essence of Bhagavad Gita. If you are going to recite these 4 slokas in the morning prayers, you will be having the full pleasure of reading that Bhagavad Gita 18 chapters. It is only said that, and it is said by Krishna, so it is proved. Any doubts, any comments? No doubts from anyone?
No, Mataji, it's clear, Mataji.
It's clear.
Hare Krishna,
Because I
Mataji.
have Hare Krishna Prabhuji, go ahead.
Yeah, by hearing from so many authorities, Krishna is everything. Even though we are continuously failing, fully concentrating while chanting Mataji. So how it will overcome by hearing also again and again hearing, but it's not up to the mark. Fully it's not
Prabhu,
such.
it will Hare Krishna. Prabhu, it will take time, Prabhu, because you are very much attached to your Swabhava from past and past so many crores of life. So now we have started taking the baby steps. It takes time because when we are chanting, also we'll be chanting in the Namaprat state only. So we'll be chanting with offensive chanting only. Because sometimes what will happen, no, sometimes we'll be chanting and sometimes some phone will come. That will be urgent. So we'll keep at the chanting side and we'll take the phone. That is the aparadha of the Lord. No? When you are engaged with the Lord, you have to do only the chanting with the Lord. But due to our medical circumstances, we have to take care. So whoever is chanting, we are only doing our sadhana. So we may be doing as per Nama Pran, but due to it will take some time, Prabhu, to come out of that Nama Prada state to Nama Bhasya state, offenselessly chanting. But we have to continue our chanting. And if while you are chanting, you just keep the audio of Srila Prabhupada so that you'll be hearing the chanting of Srila Prabhupada because he's a pure devotee and our chanting also will be becoming pure by that, by the Srila Prabhupada mercy. When you are doing chanting, you just keep the audio of Srila Prabhupada so that if you can't hear your voice also, you can hear the Prabhupada voice. It is a pure voice. He's a pure devotee of the Lord. So we may be getting our blockages of the heart little by little. It may take time, Prabhu, but you will be coming to that stage.
Hare Krishna.
We
Thank
have to do our sadhana bhakti like that only. Or if you can think of your guru and you are saying the chanting in their ears. That also you can help. But every time that can't help, but only for 1 or 2 rounds you can feel that you are saying to Guru. But you can do the Srila Prabhupada, you can keep the audio of Srila Prabhupada and you can go on. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mani Prabhu. Any doubts?
Hare Krishna Mataji. From today class, we learned a lot of things. Bhagavad Gita is We are studying the Bhagavad Gita to become a pure devotee of Krishna.
No, to
And
become a devotee of Krishna.
pure devotee? No?
Not a pure devotee, to become a devotee of Krishna.
Okay.
We are
Okay,
we are seeing the symptoms of pure devotee so that our devotional service to become a devotee will be happening in our heart purely.
okay,
This is
understood.
also one of the Shuddha Bhakti only. We are doing Vedika Bhakti. Because whatever our acharyas have told, as per the instructions, we are doing all this bhakti, no? Sometimes
Yes,
we are not interested, but we are forced to do also. So that is also one form of Shuddha Bhakti, what we are doing now.
from sloga 10.8, Krishna is a Sarva Karana Karana.
Hmm.
You know that. And this 10.8 to 10.11, these are Mount Everest of Gita, as she said. And
I speak of Gita.
yes, Mataji. Bhakti, Bhaktya, and Bhagavan, three main essentials.
These are the three main accepts what we are going to discuss in this 4 slokas.
Yes, Mataji. And immediate cause, remote cause, and the 3 causes you said, remote cause and ultimate cause.
Immediate, remote, and ultimate cause.
Yes, Mataji. This sun and the moon are 2 eyes of the Lord.
Supreme Lord.
Yeah.
It is given in Brahma Samhita.
Wise people only can do devotional services. This is also one of the notes from today class. And two stages you told that preliminary stage and mature stage. Preliminary stage is
Preliminary
the
state.
starting stage of the to realize the devotional service, and the mature stage is the highest perfection of stage.
Yes. You didn't got that analogy? The fish within the water and without the water.
Technology, I taken that also.
I'm taking a note. I think so. You have noted many of the points then.
Yes, Mother. Yes, Mother.
Okay,
And
is everything clear? Is everything clear for you, no? For today
yes,
class?
Mother. Yes, Mother.
Yes.
Brahma Jyoti Vaikunta Goloka Vrindavan. From intermediate to. I noted that.
No, that comes when you got the seed of Bhaktilata Bij, no? The seed of the devotional service is given by the Guru or the Vaishnavas, the pure devotees of the Lord are called Vaishnavas, no? No, at that time by hearing and chanting, you're being watering the plant. At that time, the Bhaktilata Bij must grow. Because we are in this material platform, it has to cross the material platform and it has to reach the Brahma Jyoti. It has to pierce the Brahma Jyoti and it has to go to Vaikunta planets. And from Vaikunta planets, it has to go to Goloka Vrindavan. And it has to take the shelter of lotus feet of Lord Krishna. At that time, we will reach to Goloka Vrindavan. Because when
I
the
didn't
seed has
understand this,
grown.
Motherji.
Yeah.
This Bhakti Lata Peach. I didn't understand
Bhakti
this.
Lata Bij. See, by the mercy of Guru, by the mercy of the spiritual master, still you're going to get the devotional service. You're having faith. You're having faith in Bhagavad Gita. You're having faith in Krishna. And you are listening this Bhagavad Gita and you are doing your chanting, no? As said by me. So now you have got the bija. Means the devotional seed is given to you in your heart. From this, how you are watering the plant? If you are watering the plant, the plant will, it will fruitify, no? It
Yes,
grows and it gives you fruits and flowers. In the same way, Guru Krishna Prasade by Bhakti Lata Bij. By the mercy of Guru and by the mercy of Krishna, a person gets the devotional seed. Devotional seed means the bhakti seed. And if you are going to, how you can water the devotional seed? Because you are the soul entrapped in this material body. When that seed is in your heart, the bhakti seed means to do devotional service to Lord Krishna is in your heart. You are how you want that seed to sprout up by giving water. Normally, if you keep a seed in the mud and it doesn't grow no, without watering, water is the essential element. If you are going to keep it in sunlight and everything also, if you are not going to put the water in the seed, it will defile. It defames. So now you have reached, now you have attained the seed of bhakti. So how you are going to water that seed of bhakti? By doing chanting. How you are doing Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, holy name chanting is there, no? You have to daily chant for that so that your tree, your Bhakti Lata tree is there now, that tree grows. And how it grows, it has to grow till it reaches the Goloka Vrindavan. And there it rests. There it rests under the feet of Lord Krishna. At that time, when this Bhakti Lata beach has to travel such a long distance, means how your intensity of chanting must be. See, if a small seed is going to, if you are watering that, it grows little bit. For after some years, it is going to become a big tree. And after that, it gives lot of fruits and flowers. See, nearly 10 to 15 years, it gives you fruits and flowers. But Bhaktilata beach, it takes lot of time. It takes lot of lives. But we have to see that this must be our end of life, and we have to intensify our bhakti. How we have to intensify? So that the Bhakti Lata beach, which is sown in my heart, it crosses this material world. Material world is only 1/4, no? It crosses this and it reaches to the top of Goloka Vrindavan. Now you understood? I have given you two different views.
yes, Motherji.
Now you got clear?
Yes, Motherji. I got.
So after reaching Goloka Vrindavan, it rests in the Paradavindam of Krishna, the lotus feet of Krishna, so that you can surrender to Krishna when you start, because we are starting with sadhana bhakti. If we don't like also, we are doing our sadhana bhakti so that we have to reach to, because by the order of following this parampara and bona fide authorities, you are going to reach. You need to intensify your bhakti so that this must be your last life. Because up till now you have taken lots and lots of crores and crores of lives, but we have not have got the ability to come to this Krishna conscious. But we know, no, now we got this ability, consciously chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We can directly keep this in mind that this must be my last life to reach Goloka Vrindavan.
Mhm.
You understood now, Prabhu?
Yes, Motherji. Yes, Motherji.
Yes. So
Mataji,
today,
you
yes.
told one time you used 17 rounds, Mataji.
What?
You
I
used
didn't get.
17 rounds. Actually, Srila Prabhupada told 16 rounds.
See, its minimum is 16. So 17.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, today. Okay, no doubts and anything, no? So we'll end this section today by saying the Vaishnava Pranam. Can you go ahead, Prabhu? Murli Prabhu?
Okay, Mataji. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Anchakalpatarubhyasya
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha
कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः एव च
Krupa
कृपा
Sindhubhya
सिन्धुभ्य
eva
एव
cha
च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
Patitanam
पतितानां
Pavanebhyo
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Vaishnavebhyo namo namo
Namaha.
namaha.
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की,
Jai.
श्रील प्रभुपाद की,
Jai.
श्री गुरु महाराज की,
Jai.
निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
Hari
Hare
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Thank you each and everybody for joining Bhagavad Gita section. Thank
हरे
you.
हरे
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
We are
Prabhuji,
ending
Hare
today's
Krishna,
session.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.